Hello everyone, myself Tarun Verma. I am here again like always with a new chapter that is Polynomial Class 10th NCERT Chapter 2. But before the beginning of the video, I want to recall you that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So pay attention, let's begin with the basics of polynomial where our contents will be. First, introduction. In second heading, we will cover geometrical meaning of the zeros of polynomial. Third, relation between zeros and coefficient of polynomial. Fourth, division algorithm for polynomials. Now, since the chapter is too lengthy to cover, therefore we will cover first two topics here and the last two topics in the next video. Let's begin with the intro of polynomial. As we all know, the word polynomial is made up of two words, that is poly plus nomial. Poly means many and nomial means term. Means an expression consists of many terms. An expression consisting many terms known as polynomial. In basic language or in mathematical language, you can say that an expression without the negative powers or without fractional powers is known as polynomial. Polynomial can have constant, variable, exponents. Constant like 1, 2, 3, 4. It may be positive, negative, maybe 0. Variables like x, y, z. Exponents like the 2 are x to the power 2, y to the power 2, or e to the power x. A special exponent. There are several types of polynomials that depend on the number of terms. As if our polynomial is like 5, 10, 21 or 5x, 6y, 7z, that is monomial, means polynomial with a single terms. But if the polynomial are given like 5x square plus 6y or ax plus b, or you can see on your screen xy to the power 4 minus 5x 5x square z. This is an example of binomial. For trinomial there should be three terms, as you can see here, x to the power 4 minus 2x square plus 2, or you can say ax square plus bx plus c. This is the example of trinomial. Now let us know about the degree of polynomial. The degree of a polynomial with only one variable is the largest exponent of that variable. As you can see in the example 4x cube minus x minus 3. Here the degree is 3 because here largest exponent is 3. Moreover, you can say if you talk about ax to the power 4 plus bx square plus c or d, whatever, c is equal to 0, then here your degree will be 4. Why? Because their largest exponent is 4. Now, standard form of polynomial. The standard form for writing a polynomial is to put the term with the highest degree first. Or we can say, if we arrange the polynomial from highest to lowest degree as ax square plus bx, that is standard form of quadratic polynomial, or ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, that is the standard form of cubic polynomial. Now let us see an example. If you have to put an expression in a standard form as on your screen, 3x square minus 7 plus 4x cube plus x to the power 6. Here the degree of the polynomial is 6. being the highest exponent of the variable. Now put it first, then the next lower degree and the next lower degree, and hence we get the standard form x to the power 6 plus 4x cube plus 3x square minus 7. Now we will discuss the geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial. Now a real number k is said to be zero of polynomial px if pk is equal to 0. Polynomials can easily be represented graphically. Zeros of polynomial px is x coordinate of point where the graph of px intersects x axis. Now suppose if we consider a polynomial x minus 2. Now equate it according to this with 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. Then we have x is equal to 2. This is the 0 of the polynomial that you can see in the graph. Now linear polynomial ax plus b. Actually it has exactly 1 0. The degree of the polynomial decides the maximum number of zeros in a polynomial. If the degree is 1, there will be 1 0. If the degree is 2, there may be nil, 1 or 2 zeros. The maximum number cannot exceeds from its degree. As in linear polynomial ax plus b has exactly 1 0. How? Here we have polynomial 2x minus 6. Now equating it with 0, as in previous example, we have x is equal to 6 upon 2. X is equal to 6 upon 2. Now cancelling it, we get 3. Thus the graph of this polynomial intersect x only once. Means if the graph intersect twice, there should be 2 zeros. If graph intersect at only one point, there is 1 0 only. Now quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx has nil, 1 or 2 zeros. How is this possible? Then let us see examples. There are no zeros of quadratic polynomial x square plus 1, and thus the graph of this polynomial doesn't intersect x-axis because the roots are not real. If you equate x square plus 1 with 0, you get x is equal to minus 1 in root. It has no meaning at all. There is 1 0 of quadratic polynomial px is equals x square minus 4x plus 4, that is 2, and thus the graph of this polynomial intersect x-axis once at x is equal to 2, because here 2 is the only solution of the given polynomial that satisfies it with its 0. There are also a condition when you find 2 zeros of quadratic polynomial, as in x square minus 4. If you equate x square minus 4 with 0, you get x square is equal to 4. On removing square, you get x is equals to under root 4, actually plus minus root 4, then you get plus minus 2. Hence the given polynomial has 2 zeros. Now graphically it can be shown as this graph with nil 0, where we had minus 1 as our root, plus minus 1 actually, and this is the second one where we have 2 as our 0, and this is the third one where we have minus 2 and plus 2 as our 0. Now if we consider a cubic polynomial, consider a standard cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. It has 1, 2 or 3 zeros, but there is a question Why 1, 2 or 3? Why not 0, 1, 2, 3? So always remember that there can't be any cubic polynomial with null 0. Means any polynomial of odd degree will never have null zeros. Thank you for listening. Next part will be arrived soon.